Having trouble in your love life? I have the answers. It's called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.
Soul Garden.
Hello, my captains, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. And responding to our viewers' requests, we are now moving our advertising outside of the horoscope so you can just get an in-depth injection of truth from the planets. But we do have to have horoscope commercials in order to keep them on the air. So we're working with you. Thanks for watching the commercials. And don't forget to come down to soulgarden.me. We call it the mothership. It is a place for goats to be themselves and not be judged. And we got Cameron writing all the way from Australia right now, talking about the proverbial yod. And you know, his voice in his writing is just very Capricorn appropriate. Very charming guy. But check it out. Lots of resources for you. Now, this week I should say, the goats are wrapping up our transit in Aries, which means you're putting the finishing touches on, hopefully, a new quantum relationship to your emotions. The way you self-nurture yourself. That's what you're working on, which is so vitally important. Now, this manifests into family and our home life and homes that we purchase or not purchase, and the way we live in our home, and the way we live and manage our own emotions is what's most critical. You're working all month on hopefully a new approach to that, maybe turning your back on the way you were raised literally. As we begin on Monday, Mars rules the day, which means it's time to move forward. Let's take some action now with what you want to do to improve your self-nurturing. Now, because Mars is ruling the day and Mars is direct and went direct over the weekend, you might have a little anxiety on Monday. That's because suddenly there's a lot of energy or pressure. You might feel pressure to move forward with your self-nurturing. Now, let me just tell you, it's a month about self-nurturing. So if you're feeling pressure, the first thing you do is take the pressure off. That's what you should have learned, was to manage your emotions, right? So if you find anxiety, that is what you need to do. Part of it too is the moon, your emotions, and how it can trigger your mind. As the moon crosses over Chiron on this early morning, you'll find that you might get tempted into old mind games or old negative thought patterns, but Chiron's there to offer healing in lieu of beating yourself up, so it is an option that you do have. And Mercury at 0 degrees does mean that our thoughts are somewhat offline as it's shifting from Pisces into Aries, so your thoughts now are shifting more proactively to your self-nurturing as well. Then we move to Tuesday. Tuesday is about holding space. So you want to hold space. Hold this new self-nurturing space. Hold this new space for a home, if that's what you've been like casting this month. Hold the new space for your new self-emotional relationship. You just want to walk the earth and put into practice what you have been preaching. The moon is off of Chiron, but you are emotionally still triggered thought-wise, so thoughts and emotions are hopefully working on the same team on this day. Great day to negotiate something if you want. And this square is starting to heat up. That's because Mercury is heading for this. This is the fear you are breaking from, the old Capricorn, the old statue, and the fears of this new self-nurturing, that you're going to be a new you, and that means you're stepping away from the old you. And, you know, earth signs never like that, period, when they have to do anything new. But once you get into the new, you settle real quickly. That's what's good about being an earth sign. Then on Wednesday, the devil tempts us back. This is the day where emotions and passion might get the best of you. You might be overly sensitive about your emotions. Your emotions might be a baby. If that's the case, you just step up your self-nurturing. Okay, don't fall back into the old, I can't do it, it won't happen, it'll never work. That is the devil tempting you back. So emotions, move forward. Part of what's stirring this is the moon now moves into Aries, so you now become emotional about emotions, and your emotions have just done a tour around the block, so they're coming home. They need nest and rest. So this is really a nesting and resting transit that's beginning on the edge of your test of how well you nest and rest. Universe works perfectly sometimes. It's hilarious. Now, Mars direct, which happened over the weekend, is saying, you know enough. It's time to move forward with education plans, travel plans, and belief structure. Move forward, move forward, move forward. And as you're going to move forward and learn as fast as you can, what keeps you in check is Neptune in your mind. So your thoughts are very intuitive. Just listen to your quiet thoughts. That's Neptune. It will keep you in check from getting out of balance with this whole array. Then on Thursday, the sun shifts into Taurus. And at 0 degrees, You know what I like to say? Zero means zero. We're in the no man's land between two states of awareness. In your case, you are halfway between your self-nurturing and emotional state and your inner child. In the next 30 days, you're focusing on the heart of the universe, love. The heart of your soul, love, 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 love. How much can you love? How much love do you live in? How much love do you get a day from yourself? These are the big questions I'll be posting to you, and this is really where the quantum growth of Capricorns will be in the next 90 days. If you watch the Act 2 video, you know how much I stress on this. How much you surrender to your heart equals how much power you get in the new age. You heard me right, Capricorn. You got to be a happy leader in the new age, so it means you got to actually do the work. As you begin to shift on this day, your heart might become tender. You might feel a little kind of emotionally uneasy. And don't forget, the moon is still in the house of self-nurturing, so if that's the case, you want to step up the nurturing and be there for yourself, of course. Now, when I come back, I will have your Friday and weekend forecast. We're going to be love festing and we're going to be light casting really quickly after this message. Hello, my captains, and welcome back, and thanks for supporting us by watching the commercial. And that brings us to Friday. It's finally Friday, and it is going to be an incredible weekend. I mean, it's deserving of its own segment. Part of it is due to the Sun in Taurus now starting a multi-week soul pyramid in Earth. Now, we had a little taste of this earlier with Mars retrograde and whatnot as planets moved through here with Jupiter. But now we're going to feel it with our actual capital awareness. Your entire life gets swept up into this current well into the center of May. Then Mercury comes over, takes over for the Sun, and the Sun conjuncts Jupiter, which means everything kind of kabooms and goes large. This is going to be a very quick growth rate. And what is all based on is first, you diving into your heart. That's what it comes down to, diving into your heart, which means you have to remove what's in the way. Now, I think you have already done the work to look at what's in the way and begin removing it with Jupiter retrograde and direct again. So I think that work is done. This is about now owning it with your entire life, owning your heart with your entire life and stepping into your vulnerable parts of your heart. What happens is you activate this multi-growth. Where the new Capricorn is born with Pluto and the old one dies every day, that is your life up until now, which Pluto is saying for every Capricorn must happen, by the way. And Mars says you move forward with your beliefs, you move forward with your legacy, you move forward with your life purpose. So following your heart moves your life purpose forward and develops the new Capricorn, and this begins on Friday. Now, the moon is still in Aries, so it's still a nesting and resting day, kind of recharging your batteries, but you're going to need it for Lightcast Day, which is Saturday. Lightcast Day right away, where the moon now joins the sun, and that means emotions and our capital awareness are together. That means we are passionate. And you become passionate about what? Your inner child, what you love. This is a day where you want to just walk the earth, owning and being passionate about what you love. Forget reality, forget anything that as far as details on what can or can't happen. That is God, universe's job. Your job is to be a bright sun and light cast or love cast your love in the universe. And literally, you are the one love casting out of all the 12 zodiac races. You are the one doing it, and hopefully the brightest. Jupiter's there to help you. By love casting and casting out and just living in what you love, you are moving your beliefs forward, and the new Capricorn is moving forward. So it's an exciting thing. Then on Sunday, what I call Jupiter Fest. Jupiter Fest is the moon now crossing Jupiter after having our light casting. Now the moon, our emotions, hits Jupiter, which is unlimited possibility. So suddenly you're just thrown into unlimited possibility. That's when the video goes blurry and you check out, right? But this is where you really want to be daydreaming, where you really want to put your inner child into something fun, where you really want to inspire yourself, and you really want to invest in yourself. This is it. The Capricorns that invest in their heart will be leaders in the new age. The Capricorns who do not will be followers. Now, maybe you want to be a follower because you're tired, but I recommend you invest in your heart right now because this is a once in every 12-year potential. All right, Captains, that's all I have for your 7-day forecast. I will see you again in 7 more. Until then, live, love, be.